L'année dernière, les Canadiens de Montréal ont frappé un très grand coup en faisant l'acquisition de la vedette américaine Hilary. Et après avoir terminé la saison l'an dernier avec l'équipe, elle est maintenant de retour en 2018-2019 pour une première saison complète. Nous l'avons rencontrée pour Hockey le Magazine.
I'm having a fantastic time learning from my teammates, playing, competing with my teammates. You know, we're lucky we have a great organization here, and the volunteers, the administration, everyone wants us to do our very best, and we definitely feel that support, and what better place than in Montreal. The main point is I believe in the organization. I believed in what they're trying to do for women's ice hockey. I love the support that the Habs lend us. And I'm excited to grow the game, and I also wanted to learn from different people. I've been in Boston for a handful of years, and I think it was time to switch it up for a little bit. I think the league is really establishing itself on the map for a traditional sport, so a lot of exciting things that are happening in women's ice hockey. Now we're in a new facility in Laval, and I think it's a great opportunity to get in touch with this community as well. You know, it's funny, every time I've come to Canada previously, I was wearing a USA jersey or a Boston jersey, so I'm frequently used to getting booed. So now being on the other side of it and getting cheered and really feeling the support, being in a country that really embraces ice hockey, it's a really unique experience for me. And you know, even for the first weeks that I was here, the hospitality and just the niceties of the fans and really embracing me as one of their own was pretty cool. I think for starters, I mean, we are getting a paycheck. It's nowhere near where it should be, but it's definitely a start. I remember my first years in the league, I was getting dressed on milk cartons in the bathroom because there weren't enough stalls in the locker room. So it's grown a lot. I mean, it's 2018, going on 2019. We're trying to make strides, we're trying to make things better, but there has been a lot of progress in the last few years. I think, you know, I'm continuing to sort of perfect and critique my craft. You know, I always think there's areas that I can improve on personally, and some of those areas, you know, I saw strengths in Marie-Philip Poulin and Melanie Dao, and the list kind of goes on. So being up here, being able to learn from different players is a fun experience for me. But as I said before, hockey is extremely humbling, so there's always things to work on. And I think that's what keeps me engaged, that's what keeps my passion going, is I absolutely love this sport and I want to be the best I can be to help our team. I mean, it's great to get to know these girls just from a day-to-day basis, what they're like. Usually you're bashing one another into the boards and it's a high-level competition, and now we get to practice and learn from one another. So I think it's a really cool, unique experience. You know, I think ice hockey is a very humbling game, and when you can play with the best and learn from the best, you're putting yourself in a good position to grow. I think we need to engage with you know, other countries as well. I mean, we do have a couple different players from different countries around the world, but I'd love to see, you know, different federations really send their players and give them permission to come over here and play. In addition, you know, I think growth is a big thing. I always want to see the salaries increase so people can play as long as they need to play and don't need to get a second job. But also, too, I would love to see our games on TV and streamed every single opportunity that we have. You know, specifically for me, I think my parents were a little upset because I moved up here and they can't watch all the games. They can't come to Montreal all the time. So finding that bridge between the product, the on-ice skill that we have, and really connecting to the fan and the viewers all over the world is going to be a huge step that we need to overcome. I'm slowly learning French. Some of my teammates and I don't have any French background, so I think we're going to take a class together. I have the Saison program, so I've been sort of dipping into that. But you know, for me, whenever I'm in a different culture, whether it's just traveling, you know, learning the pleasantries of the language is super important. So being in Montreal, it's really important that the first word is bonjour or salut, or however you greet people, just because it's a level of respect, but also it's fun to learn about someone's culture, and the only way to do that sometimes is through their language.
Nul doute que la présence d'Hilary ne pourra qu'aider à la popularité du hockey féminin à Montréal et à travers toute la Ligue. Et après avoir échappé le titre de la Coupe Clarkson l'an dernier, gageons que celle-ci n'aura qu'un seul objectif en tête en 2019, celui de ramener la Coupe au Québec. Jasmin Leroux pour Hockey le Magazine.